Hey fishers, we've got a half reasonable fishing report for you this week. Talking to me mate down at Meso's, and his name is Russell Mason by the way, and he tells me that some of his mates, which I think he must have been lying because he hasn't got any, caught a few fish in the Hume Weir. Now, redfin, big numbers? No. Big fish? Yes, definitely. Some really, really big redfin. 2.5 to 4 pounds seems to be common down there at the moment, but you've got to work pretty hard for them. Trolling around for a little while seems to be the go, or casting jackals or Mars 5s with a soft plastic above them seems to be the absolute dynamite method of catching fish down there. 30 to 60 feet of water is pretty common. That's very unusual for the Hume Weir. Most of our fish we generally catch in about 20 to 30 feet of water down there, but at the moment 30 to 60 seems to be the go. But don't expect to catch hundreds, dozen or so for the day. If you find them, you're doing really well. Dartmouth apparently fished really well last weekend, and it isn't too bad through the week, so a little bit of action there. All the streams down at Victoria close, as is all the streams in New South Wales, so don't forget that. But there's still plenty of trout to be caught in the dams, so that's one of the big bonuses at the moment. Mulwala, not much action at all. Down below Mulwala, plenty of crays and quite a few yellowbelly getting caught in the river down there. And just below the Hume Weir, there's a few trout being caught as well in the river, and it's not a closed season there as well, so you'll get some good fishing in there for the rest of the year by the looks of things. Murrumbidgee River around here is a bit slower than it has been, but it's still darn good. A little bit of colour in it. They're getting a few on lures, a few on bait, so it doesn't look too bad. It's reasonably promising at the moment. Old Man Creek's a bit tough because of the lack of water in it, but if you find some holes, you should do all right. Mind you, you're not allowed to put a lobster pot in Old Man Creek, which I didn't realise, so just keep that one in mind. Yukonbean, Tentangra, they're all fishing extremely well, so a lot of activity up there. Blowering off the bank with bait is still exceptional, so we're quite happy with it. Tumut River's closed, like I said, all the New South Wales and Victorian streams are closed, so a little bit of activity all around. Burrinjuck, a few fish, and that's about it. I think if you want to catch a cod at the moment, you go to Blowering, fish off the bank with bait, and you should do really well. South Coast, a bit of a blowout for the next week, 30 to 40 knot winds sort of forecast, so I wouldn't bother going down there chasing any yellowfin, which have been around. And by the way, we've got our store-wide sale at the moment. Hence standing next to the store-wide sale sign. I've been told to do that, but anyway, you'll find that we've got some pretty hot specials, so get stuck into it and we'll see you through the week.